So I was so excited when I saw this clip footage of RM, of BTS, and James from CORTIS vibing together at Tyler the Creator's concert. Because you don't usually see senior and junior artists with years of experience between them, just enjoying music so naturally side by side. So that's why I wanted to make a video about it, like to look at the connections we have been seeing so far within BigHit. Connections between senior artists and junior artists. So this is me just like babbling and reacting to all the connections that we have seen so far. Now let's talk a bit more about this event. So on September 14th, BTS members RM, JHOPE, and V attended the Korean stop of Tyler the Creator's Chromacopia tour. Tyler is known as a rapper, but also as a producer, fashion designer, and music video director. And there was a surprise encounter with James, a member of HYBE's rookie boy group, CORTIS, who happened to be in the audience. And CORTIS actually posted this photo of James with RM, J-Hope, and V on their official Instagram accounts, capturing this warm senior-junior bond. And BTS RM even liked that photo, that post on Instagram, which was cute. Now, why was James the only member from CORTIS who was there? Because as of September 2025, he's the only adult within CORTIS members. In fact, the very next day, during CORTIS fan sign event, a fan asked Martin, the leader of the group, about how he felt about not being able to go there. So they asked, yesterday James went to the concert by himself. What did you think about that? Weren't you a little sad? And he said, honestly, I was really sad and jealous. But since I cannot do anything about the age restriction, I'll just wait until I'm an adult and definitely go then. Now, speaking of Martin, I'm pretty sure he felt sadder because BTS 선배님s were also there. Now, during 아이돌 인간극장, one of the entertainment contents, variety show contents that these guys, CORTIS guys, filmed lately, Martin said this. In 5 years, so he was talking about his ambition and vision as a CORTIS member. In 5 years, I want to perform at the 잠실 Sports Complex. And for those of you who don't know, 잠실 Sports Complex, it's one of the major, stadiums and concert halls in Korea, concert venues in Korea. It's pretty large. So Martin, actually 5 years, that's very doable, I think. Anyways, so he said, in 5 years, I want to perform at the Chamsi Sports Complex. I saw my very first concert there. And he said it was a BTS concert. Isn't that touching? Because, he made it. Now he made it to BigHit and then debuted under BigHit and became the family with 방탄소년단 BTS as a 선배님. So he now gets to enjoy that, I don't know, that connection. So I'm pretty sure he's so excited, especially when he debuted. And also, BTS, when was a BTS concert at Chamsi Sports Complex? 2018. BTS first performed at the Chamsi Olympic Stadium in 2018 for their Love Yourself World Tour. So, and again in 2019 for the Love Yourself World Tour. So I'm not sure which one Martin was there for, but anyways, I felt, when he said that for him, the very first concert that he ever saw was BTS concert, felt special. And on Call to Show Radio, these guys, CORTIS guys, talked about some advices that their 선배님s gave to them. So a host asked them, "Did your seniors take good Did your seniors take good care of you?" And they said, "Yes, we met them. We met both our BTS and TXT 선배님s, and they gave us a lot of good advice." And the host asked, "What kind of advice? Anything memorable?" And Martin said, "I remember meeting the BTS members backstage at a recent performance. They gave us a lot of encouraging words. For example, RM 선배님 always tells us to treat the staff well." Now, I'm not sure which backstage that he's referring to, because he was talking about BTS performance. Oh, this could be JHOPE Hope on the Stage encore concert in Seoul. Because yes, these guys were there when BTS members were there as well. Oh, that must be it. Because Jin and Jungkook also performed on stage. Anyways, he said. So the host asked again, "What kinds of advice did your seniors give?" And he said, "스태프분들에게 잘해라. Treat the staff well, and be respectful toward the staff members who work for you and who work with you." And then J-Hope says, reminds us to be grateful for what we have, not to take anything for granted, and to stay humble. Isn't this so RM and so J-Hope, the types of advice they gave to these guys? Treat the staff well, be respectful to them, and be grateful for what we have, not to take anything for granted, and to stay humble. Fantastic. And Juhoon adds, actually many of our seniors joined in on our challenge too. And yes, as I've talked about before on my channel, J-Hope did the CORTIS Go challenge on August 29th on his TikTok channel. And what made it even more memorable was that CORTIS guys did this. Wait, no sound? Okay. So like, 안녕하십니까? And then they did a super respectful bowing while saying thank you to J-Hope, playing J-Hope's TikTok video on phone. So that was hilarious. Now, during their recent live stream, a few days ago, CORTIS members, Juhoon actually talked about when he met RM 선배님 in an elevator with fellow members James and Sanghyun. So he said the members got off the elevator first, but right before the doors closed, RM called out to them with a playful shout out to the song "What You Want." And then they did that respectful bow to RM.
RM 선배님, 하나, 둘, 셋, 감사합니다.
I have reacted to this before, but it's still funny. And then Namjoon gave another shout out, this time in his own live stream, by saying this.
머리색.
My hair color?
그러게요.
So somebody, one of ARMY's, his fan, said that his hair looks kind of similar to Martin's hair. And he says,
마틴 코르티스라는 친구들이 데뷔를 했는데 아까 이제 생일 축하 와서 톡.
As you might know, CORTIS debuted earlier, and I saw Martin in person because they congratulated me. They gave me happy birthday messages. And his hair color does look really similar to mine. Now he said this, 멋있잖아요. He looks really cool.
형 좋고
He's tall.
아까도 이제 축하한다고 연락해줘가지고
And he wished me happy birthday earlier. He called me. And I love when like senior artists describe junior artists as being cool, like 멋있다, because that really, contains a message of respect as fellow artists. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really, was glad that he was giving a shout out. Now, CORTIS members gave a shout out back to RM during their live stream. So Martin wanted to thank Namjoon RM for mentioning his hair during his live stream. Then all of a sudden, these guys sang happy birthday to RM because yes, this live stream happened on RM's birthday. Happy birthday. Congratulations. We love you. And he said this. They're able to stand where they are today because of their BTS seniors. So that was sweet. Now, we cannot forget another big hit group. That is TXT. So this was hilarious. TXT also recently had a live stream, and they were and they've seen and they're talking about this footage, the live stream where BTS CORTIS members sang happy birthday to RM. And it said the CORTIS boys sang me happy birthday. So, oh, actually, yeah, they sang happy birthday to Yeonjun as well. 투바투 연준 생일. September 13th. RM 생일. RM's birthday is September 12th, and Yeonjun's birthday is September 13th. And when was CORTIS live? CORTIS live. I didn't do a reaction or translation for this one. September 13th. Okay, so right in between those two birthdays. So they sang happy birthday to Yeonjun as well. And they were like, really? It was so cute. And said, I don't know why Martin is so adorable. That's so cute, they said. 왜 이렇게 이쁜지 모르겠어. I don't know. Martin's so adorable, 태연 said. And then that line is from Go. Martin, play the beat. That one is the James line. And they gave a reference to Fashion, which is another track in CORTIS' debut album. And they're saying CORTIS guys are super good, Yeonjun said. And Hyunikai, 범규, they playfully changed the lyrics of Fashion to like shrimp and crab, since they're going to boiling crab. So these guys are on tour and they're talking about eating delicious seafood. And Hyunikai and 범규 are like, shrimp, what's up? Crab, what's up? And then Taehyun immediately clarifies, boys, this is a shout out. We are not mocking you. And they also gave a reference to What You Want, which is another track that CORTIS released. Did it kill that line? And then Taeyeon said, 우리가 너희들 엄청 아껴. We cherish you guys a lot. Uh, and we've been listening to the song on repeat because we love it, they said. They said the tuning on that part is so well done when James goes, Martin, play the beat for during Go, the track. Uh, they're so cute, they said. And then, so they were talking about, yeah, they said the word 아낀다 a lot during this live stream. We cherish you guys. And Yeonjun said, 좋구나, BigHit family. Having this big hit family is so nice. And then all of a sudden, Taeyeon brings up the fact that it was Arin's birthday yesterday. And they said, happy birthday. And sing happy birthday for Arin. This was hilarious. So I wanted to point that out. And speaking of big hit family, it was RM himself who also used that wording phrase during his recent live stream.
Tomorrow by Together 태현 씨도 연락 주시고 해서.
So he mentioned that Taehyun from TXT, sent him a happy birthday message.
이렇게 식구들이 생기니까 좋더라고요. 왜냐면은 저희가 항상 연말 그냥 가요 무대 같은 데 가면은 항상 저희밖에 없어서 쓸쓸했어요.
So here he used the word 식구들. So Taehyun reached out to wish me a happy birthday, and having company family members is really nice because back then it was a bit lonely. At year-end shows or music programs, we were always by ourselves, and we felt lonely.
근데 이제 식구들이 생겨가지고 좀 이렇게 같이 인사도 하고.
But now we have family in the company, so we can greet each other like this.
그러니까 막 저기 아일리 친구분들도 막 CD, 사인 CD 주시고.
And he even mentions Eyelet, who's the members gave them autographed CDs for their albums.
식구들이 생긴 건 참 좋은 것 같아요. 네.
And he said that, yeah, having a family feels so nice.
사람들이 결혼을 하고 가정을 꾸리는 게 아닐까요? 가족이 필요해서.
And he even said that's why people get married and start families, right? I guess because everybody needs family. So that was a pretty touching moment. Now, let's also briefly go back to CORTIS. So Martin, again, he's the leader of CORTIS, has repeatedly mentioned RM as his role model since his trainee days. So during this video, when these guys were still secrets, like their identities were not revealed, in 2023, Martin said that RM has been his role model since he was a trainee and has given him a good influence. And then here, during a fan side event, somebody says, I saw a lot of comments talk about Namjoon 선배님 and said, oh yes, he's my favorite 선배님. He's been my role model for such a long time. And for a Spotify Super Rookie video, Martin said, the artist I admire most is RM from BTS. He's the reason I joined the company. There's so much I can learn from him as a leader, and I respect him a lot. RM, 선배님, if you're watching, we will do our best to make it big. So how sweet is that? Now, I was just like babbling about this. And before I wrap up, let me briefly play you this one. This is hilarious. I don't know who edited this. So CORTIS, if you have watched their debut documentary, you will find out that these guys are very slow at talking. They're like so chill and calm and reserved when they're off the stage, but they're also super slow. But then this user compared them to their 선배님s like TXT and BTS members. And back to CORTIS.
정말 맛있겠네. 이런 거 한 번씩 해주는 거라고 그래.
한 명의 개성 그런 것들이
지금 핀들을 잘못 잡는 것 같은데 내가 그랬구나 해서 좋은 거는 너가 동아에다 이렇게 싹 밀어넣으면 되잖아. 동아를 들고 싹 밀어넣어 그냥 싹.
Because I'm like, somebody might ask, will Cortis become more like hyped up and more energetic and hypered once they grow up and get more experience? But now that I think about it, even during debut days, BTS and TXT guys were their energy was up there. Cortis, of course, their energy is crazy when they're on stage. But when they do like interviews and do the talking, they're like super slow. So it will be interesting how they might change throughout their career. Anyways, that was it. As we have seen, these 선배님s and 후배님s, senior artists, junior artists, giving shout outs to each other based on respect, mutual respect. This is so great. And hopefully this continues on, and hopefully that these guys will give each other great influence. And I know for a fact that when it comes to BTS, they will be ready to, receive great influence even from their junior artist once they find out something worth learning about and studying about. And I believe that and I hope that there could be synergies between these wonderful groups. Okay, I feel like this video itself is kind of chaotic. Hope you found it enjoyable, and let me know what you thought about these interactions. And feel free to write comments. When you do so, let's stay positive, respectful, and classy as always. Thank you guys. Peace and love. Bye bye.